Hey guys, this is Introducing Emmy with another drawing here. This time this is of Zisteau for his contest. I actually recorded this last week and for some reason the commentary didn't get recorded with it. I have no idea what happened. It recorded but glitched and deleted it all and I was so sad. So now I am re-recording it and trying to remember everything that I said before. So, okay. So this is Zisteau and I was drawing his pigment avatar, his zombie pigment avatar from Minecraft for a little t-shirt contest he's having. When I first started drawing this, you can see that I kind of gave his back or his hips a little bit of a curve or a swivel, which I was trying to do some action, but you know, when you do a curved torso on a male character, especially one that's highly stylized like this, it can sometimes look too feminine. So I ended up going back and correcting it, making it straighter. And I think that's one of the biggest things with Minecraft drawings or drawings based on Minecraft is trying to find the balance between doing it really blocky and pixely like it actually is in game, and also giving it some kind of an organic or an original quality to your own style. So I actually had to keep going back and re-editing parts, and I was color coding everything, so I kept getting confused by all the angles. But I think overall it turned out well at the end. So anyway, this particular drawing for Zisteau, we could reference anything in any of his series, and I decided to do the advanced lighting technique that he always does in his, well, I'm pretty sure he's always done it. I'm trying to think now. I might be wrong about that. But he, as far as I know, he always does it in his I almost said Race for the Wool. Not Race for the Wool. What's the other one? The Vex maps, the Super Hostile series, or any of his Complete the Monument, Finish the Monument thingies. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so usually somewhere in his series, once he gets a bucket, he turns it into a lava bucket, and then he just starts pouring it everywhere, and it's hilarious. And he kills everything on the map with it, and it's basically a game changer. It's game over for creatures once he gets that lava bucket, you know. I'm absolutely terrified of lava in Minecraft, so I won't even use it in buckets. I usually build wood houses, so I was just whenever I see lava, I'm just you're not coming home with me. I just leave it where it is. So anyway, enough about me, more about this. So even though this is just still the sketching, I really wanted to get an idea of how the lava was going to look. Again, it's hard to I really wanted to do just a liquid looking shape, but I realized that probably wouldn't look correct with the Minecraft style. So I tried to keep it blocky and angular, but still swooshy and organic, if that makes any sense. So here I'm adding the sign. And actually in the finished piece, I didn't feel like the sign really sticks out. So I think if he does decide to go with this design for one of the t-shirts, I'm gonna go back and kind of make the sign pop a little more and then resubmit it to him. Oh, and another thing that I find really hard with Minecraft drawings, it is because of all the angles. You get a lot of tension points. If you can, I keep moving the camera around the ink and stuff, but when it pans back out, you can see that the point of his ear, the bottom point of his ear, is nearly touching the top of the post on the sign, and that's a tension point. And I don't know if I fixed it near the end. It might be another thing I'm gonna fix if I give it to him. Or if he goes with this one. This is also one of the only times that I've kind of freehand inked a drawing and not taken it into Manga Studio. I actually thought it looks a little nicer, a little rougher. And since it's already so sharp and blocky, it almost looks better with a more I keep using that word, organic inking style. Something that's a little rougher, a little, chewed up on the corners, so to speak. Though it's not a bad thing, though, making it sound kind of bad. I also forgot to draw his innards or his rib cage area in the sketch, so I kind of freehanded that. I just added it real quick. So there it goes. It's beautiful now. I also, for anybody who's interested, the Minecraft portraits that I used to do and I need to keep doing, it's just I've been really busy lately. I'm trying to get a new book out, and I'm just at the end of my rope with that. But those particular drawings, I also ink right in Photoshop. I don't take them into Manga Studio. That's mostly just a time saver, because it would take a little bit longer to like get it all sized up and port it over into Manga Studio. So hopefully they are forgiving of me, the Minecraft fellows, for not inking that in Manga Studio. There's his piggy nose with piggy nostrils. And skull eye. No. I did, ooh, look at that eyebrow. Zombie pigment eyebrow activate. I did, change the rotten quality of his face just ever so slightly. Like, I changed where it ends. Like, I think I kind of included the nose a little bit more in the less rotten part than it actually is in his avatar, so I hope he forgives me for that. Just seeing what's going on. Oh yes, and I fixed this arm because I don't know why it was like detached from the body and way out there. So I fixed that and it looks lovely. Put some little chips and chisels in the sign. I used to never add this much black to my line work, but recently I've started to not fear black so much. Oh, and there's the bucket. I decided for fun I would try to make the bucket look like a pixely bucket brought to life rather than just, you know, your everyday cylindrical bucket. So, pixely bucket brought to life. I think the only thing I would change about that now, having seen it again, is maybe giving it some thickness, because it looks very thin. Like the metal is really thin. But that's okay. I think most of the lip of the bucket is covered up by the lava. Or in the words of Etho, lava. Boop. Looks good. I like that. I haven't seen this since last week, the end of last week, because I couldn't get the recording to work. So this is all new to me again. So here's what I ended up doing. I ended up using the sketch itself to help me give it texture as like a pixely drawing. What I did was I filled in all the gaps underneath the sketch with red. That's why it looks really red right here. That was mostly for the lava. And then I took it into the Photoshop filter menu and mosaicked it and gave it kind of like a pixely feel. Then that way what I could do is just apply colors on a new layer over top, and I forget what, I'm trying to remember what setting it was on. I think the color layer was on color, which lets it see through to the bottom layer and picks up like that awesome like blocky texture, and also doesn't disturb that kind of like mosaicked quality. So here is the rotten greenness, which looks really light. I had to go through and kind of keep adjusting colors and stuff to make sure everything worked. Also, there's like a part here where I remember I was coloring the head, and when I put the filter back onto the flat color layer above, it kind of looked like he was made of like wither stuff, like wither skulls or wither bones. Yeah, right there. See, it's like really dark. I have to admit, I really like coloring. Like sometimes it's kind of a pain, especially on my comic. It's like it's usually the last thing I do, like the shading and the coloring, and I'm just like, ugh. I shouldn't say usually. It's always the last thing I do. I also, oh, I forgot to shade the bucket. Whoopsie doopsie, there I go, shading the bucket. I also put a little bit of a filter layer on top to make it not so stark, you know, just like black lines and color. So I made it a little more like orangey brown, maybe even kind of pink in a way, like his pigginess is. And I put some effects on the lava, and that's basically it. I also faded back his back legs, so it's sitting back a little bit. But that is it for this, and I hope he likes it, and thanks for seeing the video. Bye!